Hi, my loves. The sun has gone down, but I was like, let me come talk to you all. Let me update you all on a few things. So, in a nutshell, I'm good. I'm always good. Even if you haven't seen me for weeks, months, years, just know B's good. And I'm grateful to the bloodline. Thank you always for your love, your support, and your protection. Truly, truly grateful. So I'm not going to try to make this long. I know I always say that, but let me just update you all. So a few something uncomfortable, a little concerning happened recently with like all the men on the property. They started banging my door. They said they were going to kick the door down. They don't like the noises and things that I make with the sound bowl. When I hit inside, they don't like that. When I'm cleansing the energy, they don't like that. So forth. And I'm like, every day, oh, we're knocking, knocking, knocking. When I knock tonight, I would kick down the door. Like, literally, all the guys in the other building, and you can just hear them. Like, I was like, whatever. They did it twice in a row. I was like, whatever. I'm not going to stop being mean because when you're ready to play ratchet music, you're blasted. As a result, it damaged the pipes. So I remember overhearing, like, I think it was the third or fourth times of them saying the same thing. I remember overhearing someone, talking to one of the guys talking, so I opened my door because I wanted to really see who was gonna go kick my door down. With my motor pencil in my hand, I opened my door and I was like, what? You know, um, and they didn't say anything. Whatever. Went on by my business. Um, they went and laid my complaint to whoever. I don't know who to complain to. What did or talking? You see, this is what she does. They don't like. They even complain about the spice, my spice level. The spice level in my food. My food's too spicy when she cook. The food can just, I don't know, just a bunch of unnecessary, drama. And the issue that entire everything extends from the fact that they keep trying to milk me, right? They will say, oh, you gotta pay for this, and I'll say no, and so forth. When they mess up stuff, like, I think they really destroy like the main pipes, and they have to pay for it. And then the other guy, I don't know, people paying for work because he always doing some like mechanic work and stuff. I don't know what he be doing. I overheard someone was here recently was like, well, I already paid you and the job's supposed to be done and all this other stuff. So they keep trying to milk me. Even the new tenant that they brought to view the place, they only paying 50. They asked them for 75 for a month and six months instead of way over 150 in a whole year. Cause that's what I pay. I pay way over. I pay way over 150. Way over, double the amount, and at least no less than a year. That's what they asked for, and I paid them. So yeah, and I felt like every little thing that happens, they keep trying to milk me, and so forth, and they have been having personal issues with different people. They keep trying to milk me. They'll come and say, oh, we all pay this. This is your portion. I'm like, nah. Now, on the 7th, electricity went out for the whole day. It was out. Um, it went all the way into the 8th. Went on all the way to the 8th. So on the 8th, I remember when I woke up, like morning or afternoon, I went to buy water. When I came back, I saw some people here on the property. The electricity was on. And so the guy that calls himself Fred, the Fulani guy, he's American Fulanis. His name is Josh. I know as soon as I walked in, it was like, oh yeah, electricity on. You have to pay $10. Everyone paid $10. He just said no. I had like 5 on me. Like I didn't want, you know, I saw that we had current, so I was like, let me put something there. So I gave him the $5 that I had, and then he had said that the $5 that I said I was gonna give towards trash monthly, he was like, it's okay. Instead of $20, I said, well, who come and give you $20? You be pulling money out of the air. I was like, yeah, I'll give you five. I don't care. That's fine. Now, my issue is recently, yesterday actually, I overheard the orange lady next door. I don't know. She thinks she's light. She's orange. Whatever. You know that one? She's always in someone else's business. She talks a lot. She's always telling him to put pressure on me. I guess they fixed one of the pipes, and she was like, "Go tell her to give you the money and tell her that's how much they all paid." So I overheard everything, and I was like, you know what? I'm just like really tired of her and him. So I usually just ignore them and stuff. But that's what's been transpiring. Like they lay my complaint, people be showing up, they'll, pretend like the person's getting their hair done and doing something, but just for the person to observe me. And it will start stuff before the person gets here. So my reaction, the person only sees my reaction. And that happened once or twice. And when I realized what was going on, I was like, oh, okay. They're trying to set you up. So just relax, do your own thing, and so forth. And just don't respond to them, and so forth. But yeah, they charge less than 100 for the place, but I pay way over 150 for the place. Everything happens, they try to put it on me. I don't know if I said they've been complaining about my spice intake. Um, she eats too much pepper. I overheard the whole conversation when she cooking, the pepper can fill out the whole place. And that was very interesting because one of my neighbor eats a lot of like traditional food. When I say traditional, like bush rats. She loves it. She loves her bush rats. She likes to burn them. When you burn them, the scent goes everywhere. And I'm not inconsiderate. She's right next to us. The orange one that's always in people's business. So when she starts doing her thing, I just shuts all my window and I let her do her thing. Like even yesterday, I woke up early to do my laundry. I'll even show you guys. The clothes is still on. I had to bring the clothes back outside to make sure they're fully dry. When I woke up early, I started washing my clothes. Now the next thing I know, I start smelling bush rats and stuff. I said, "Oh, she's cooking her favorite meat again." So I washed the clothes, put the clothes in the other room, shut everything, let her do her thing, didn't say anything to her. I didn't want to shove my head next door to see, what she was doing. Like if she's roasting it, just to get an estimate of how long it take. And she was like, hi, and I was like, hi. Yeah, I didn't say anything to her. I didn't complain to anyone because in life, everyone deserves to be comfortable. You deserve to eat whatever without someone complaining. If my spice intake is too much, just close your stuff. You don't have to keep your stuff open and then go complain. So yeah, I put my clothes next door. She was there talking, had companies, gossiping about me like I can't hear her. Like as soon as I came in, yeah, she home now. She coming cook with that pepper coming full of the place. And I'm like, you're not done yet. I didn't end up hanging my clothes up till like 4 or 5 in the evening. Luckily, like the water, everything came out of it, and I was able to hang them up in the other room, and then I put them out today again. But yeah, sure did. Just talking about me all day. I don't be talking about her and her orange skin, cause I don't know. Someone told her she's orange. But yeah, that's what happened. So they've just been leading my complaint, and to God know whoever they be talking to, people be here can overhear them. But yeah, that's what transpired, and so forth. So now Josh said it's okay. I can give him $5 for trash, which is too much. I know when you guys are in the U.S., you hear $5 or $10. That's nothing to y'all. Remember the rates is 1 to 200. So $10 is 2,000 LD. Okay? Most of us spend between $5 and $10 a week on groceries. Okay? and that's still too much, especially for the locals. So keep that in mind, okay? It's 200, the rate, 200 to 1 USD. So yeah, and then he was like, yeah, so do you have the money for the trash? I was like, if this guy don't leave me alone, and so forth. So yeah, they've been complaining about everything. And then Josh, I don't know who this kid is. He's not a kid, he's a grown man. He's just short, he's tight. He can full up lists. Um, I don't know. Someday last week, or I woke up, I was on my way out. He now put chairs down for me and him to come sit and talk because he doesn't like the noise, the sound bowls and stuff like that. And I was like, go away. He's a pest. Like who told you you are the boss of someone? Who did? Your nomadic self. You enjoy like girl. That's how problems starts. Like some people like they just overstep boundaries and so forth, whatever. But yeah, yeah, that's what happened. I was like, go away. I went on about my business. Ever since, I don't see the need to, converse with him and so forth. Especially since I heard her tell him, oh, go bill her for how much they're charging you and stuff for stuff that they destroyed. But yeah, that's it. I can eat too much pepper. In a country where people can swallow pepper, my spice intake is too much for you, but you be cooking bush rats and you're not supposed to. I think there's a law or something that says certain animals can't be hunted anymore. But my sister be burning. I don't even care. Eat your meat. I don't care. Pumpkin pie. All the real traditional meats. Like she likes those things. I don't care. But why are you over here bothering me? Because that's what they've been doing. They used to like they push people around to the person break. But you don't know me, I will ignore you like you don't exist. In my reality, you don't exist. You're a parasite, you're parasitic. But anyway, let me kind of show y'all my clothes just to show y'all the clothes is drying outside. Because my considerate self had waited for her to burn her things, to do other things that she wanted to do with her meat. And see, look, my clothes, everything, they're hung up. Some I took off the hanger. I already took them inside and stuff. I try to make space. Yeah. It's so pretty up here. But yeah, so this is pretty much it. I just thought I'd update you all, okay? So till next time, my loves, I hope to talk with you guys soon, chat with you guys soon. Yo, please tell my neighbors to go close their door when I cook and leave me alone about pepper business. Because it's like, girl, people can swallow pepper. They don't even eat it. They can swallow. Okay? But yeah, that's all. Till next time, bye, my loves. Bye.